Good evening, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone has had a great day as always. Just before we get into tonight's video, please make sure that you are smashing that like button. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new as well. Hit the notification bell, and of course, get all of your thoughts and opinions into the comment section down below. So I thought I'd jump on tonight just to have a little chat about the old promotion race, because, you know, I feel like there's a little bit of, not, I wouldn't say a meltdown amongst the fan base, but I think given the result against West Brom and given the fact that, you know, Sheffield United won at QPR, obviously Burnley beat Cardiff the other night, I think it's kind of unsettled a few people, which I can understand. Because obviously both those teams have bettered our result of the weekend just gone, or the game week just gone, should we say. Now, like I said, I understand why people are nervous, because this is Leeds United we're talking about. We have got a bit of a history of maybe bottling it and falling apart, as the song goes, in seasons gone by. But, you know, when you look at it, I mean, we are still, 5 points clear of the playoffs, you know, 5 points clear of third. It's all right. It's fine. It is absolutely fine at the minute. I mean, you know, if I'm just going to share my screen with you now, guys, so we'll just have a look at the league table together. Just wait for that to come up. There we go. So, as you can see, you know, it's not the end of the world, is it, guys? I mean, come on, we are 5 points clear of the playoffs, still 3 points clear at the top of the table. You know, so is it all really that bad? I mean, if you look at the goal difference as well, compared to us and Burnley, you know, we've got 15 goals on Burnley. We've got how many goals? We've got 27 goals on Sheffield United. So, you know, I understand why people are having this meltdown. I really do. But at the end of the day, guys, we are in a very, very positive position, even going into this weekend. I know we play after Sheffield United and Burnley. I mean, if you look at the fixtures that are coming up this weekend, obviously on Saturday, Burnley are at home to Luton. So let's be honest, we would expect them to win that. And Sheffield United are at home to Preston North End. That could be a tricky one for them, or I hope that's a tricky one for them. Obviously, Preston beat Burnley in the Cup. You know, they are quite known to be a tough, you know, physical side. So let's hope that they really stick it on Chris Wilder's men, and that, you know, they make life difficult for them. Obviously, Burnley, like I said, are at home to Luton. Luton did beat Portsmouth, who are obviously our opponents this weekend, in their last game. I think that was their first win since December, as well. You know, I'm just looking at where, you know, Luton are. So Luton are in the last relegation zone in 22nd, 5 points adrift of Cardiff in 21st. So you would say that the bottom three that are in there now, Derby, Plymouth and Luton, are down. But, you know, let's hope that Luton can still put up a bit of a fight at Turf Moor. And then you've got obviously Portsmouth, who Leeds are playing next, who are currently sat in 17th on 39 points. Again, we had a interesting game against Portsmouth at Ellen Road on the opening day, didn't we? You know, Brendan Aronson came on to equalise and then missed a golden opportunity to win the game with literally the last kick. And that game ended 3-3. Bizarre game to start the season with, but it wouldn't be Leeds United if there wasn't a little bit of craziness thrown in there. And then obviously Preston, who play Sheffield United at Bramall Lane, they're currently sat in 15th. You know, so we're all playing teams who are in the bottom end of the table. You know, Preston and Portsmouth especially. Obviously, Preston definitely safe. Portsmouth, I would like to think, you know, what are the 8 points clear of the drop zone? You would like to think that they're going to stay up. Mathematically, they're still in the race for relegation, or the fight stay in the league, should I say? But I would expect them to be okay. And then yeah, obviously, if you, I'm just having a look again, guys, at the top end of the table. 3 points clear of Sheffield United, 5 points clear of the playoffs. We've got 15 goals on Burnley. We've got 27 goals on Sheffield United. Burnley, obviously, have conceded a goal in the Championship now. Yes, they beat Cardiff the other night, but they only just scraped past them, and boy, did they scrape past them. Anybody that watched that game will know Burnley really held on in that second half. I thought Cardiff absolutely battered them in that second 45-minute period. Missed a golden opportunity in added time to draw the game. Did Cardiff through Will Fish, and we could be sat here in a totally different mood or with a different mindset if that game finishes a draw. But the fact that they've conceded a goal will either go one of two ways. They'll either start to decline a little bit now, where they start to doubt themselves because they've finally conceded a goal after going so many games without conceding. Or it may be a bit of a weight off their shoulders now that nobody, pundits and fans and stuff are not going to be talking about this unbelievable defensive record. Now they've conceded a goal and they can kind of just get on with business. Because I feel like the more people spoke about it, the more defensive that they got in games. I must admit, the first 45 minutes against Cardiff the other night was probably one of the best I've seen them looked in a long time going forward. Jadon Anthony, Josh Brownhill linking up quite well. Obviously, Jem Fleming. Yes, he didn't score. He did miss a few chances, but the link-up play that he was providing them was good. But in the second half, they really cling on, and we battered Cardiff 7-0 at Ellen Road. So, when you put it like that, it's a crazy old league as the Championship, isn't it? That we can make very, very light work of Cardiff, but then they give Burnley the run for their money, and Burnley had to really dig deep to get that 3 points. Sheffield United, beat QPR over the last game week. Again, very even game in terms of the statistics, but Sheffield United just find ways to get results, apart from against Leeds United, obviously. Just thought I'd get that in there, Blades. Just thought I'd get that in there. But yeah, look, if we'd have drawn at Bramall Lane and then beaten West Brom, I think we'd be in a better mood. But I think the fact that we went into that West Brom game full of confidence as a fan base, we were on a high, weren't we? Our tails were up after the results against Sunderland and Sheffield United, and then going into the West Brom game at Ellen Road as well. You did think, I'm not saying we would have got the dramatic win like we did in the previous two, or even in a 10 out of 10 performance, but I did still expect a bit more from us. Maybe it was just a bit of a come down after that, which I guess was kind of expected. The last, the Sunderland and the Sheffield United games will have taken a lot out of those players. And, they are human beings at the end of the day, and maybe they were due a bit of a come back down to reality. And I think that's what they got. I thought West Brom were up there with one of the best teams that have come to Ellen Road. I'd say Sunderland, especially in the first half against us, were definitely very good. But West Brom as a whole 90 minutes, they were better in the first half, and maybe in the second half they did just kind of play for the point, which is fair enough. They are draw specialists at West Brom in this league. So, I've don't get me wrong, I was disappointed that we didn't get the 3 points, but like I said on a previous upload, I think, guys, if you'd have said to me before the Sunderland game had kicked off that in the next three you'd get 7 points, and the 6 points that you'd get would be against Sunderland and Sheffield United, I would have snapped your hand off. But like I said, if maybe we'd have drawn with Sheffield, beaten West Brom, we'd feel a bit differently, which I understand. But let's be honest, guys, like I keep saying, 5 points clear of the playoffs, 3 points clear at the top of the division. Goal difference is vast superior to the other two as well. And, I see a lot of Sheffield United fans and I see a lot of Burnley fans, whether it be on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, their fans are more focused about each other rather than us, which is a good thing, I see. And again, I'm not saying what their fans think has any bearing on what their players do, but it's just nice to listen to them kind of discuss each other and not really think about us. I think every other fan base seems to think that Leeds have got it wrapped up, which I don't want to scare people, but if you look at the league table, it's not wrapped up yet. And I think the West Brom game, hopefully, in a weird way, could be a blessing in disguise in the fact that it's made the players and Daniel Farke realise, this isn't over yet. There's still 11 games to play, 33 points left to play for. So, again, like I say, guys, I thought I'd just jump on, just have a little discussion about the promotion race and if we can maybe predict what's going to happen over the weekend. So we'll do that just before I sign off. I think Burnley will win. I do. I think Burnley will win against Luton. I think Sheffield United and Preston will draw at Bramall Lane. I think it'll be a score draw. And I think we'll beat Portsmouth. Obviously, I'll be doing my preview over the weekend prior to that game, but I do think we will beat Portsmouth. So obviously, if that all works out in the way I said, which, it might do, it might not do, that would put Burnley on 74 points. It would put Sheffield United on 74 points. So they'd be level. And it would put Leeds on 79. So we would be 5 points clear of both of them. I would definitely take that. And I think a lot of views would as well. And the important thing to remember is that Sheffield United and Burnley play each other at Turf Moor on Easter Monday. That could be the day that we guarantee promotion if all things go well. Because if we beat Stoke that day and either of them drop points, that could mean promotion for Leeds United. So, yeah, like I say, guys, I think the table's probably going to be up and down between now and the end of the season, but I genuinely think Leeds United will be okay. Might start doing this maybe after every game week, just a little check-in on the league table and just a discussion about the promotion race in general. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, please make sure that you are smashing a like. It just lets me know that you're enjoying it, and it really does help get the video out there to more people. Share it with your friends, your family, your neighbours, whoever, work colleagues. Let's get more people looking at the Chatting Leeds channel. Please subscribe to the channel as well. If you are brand new, that would really mean a lot. Hit the notification bell so that you're aware of more content being out. And let me know in the comment section down below, guys, your thoughts and opinions on the promotion race in general. And I'll be back tomorrow night with my press conference reaction and predicted 11 for the Portsmouth game. I'll see you then. Cheers.